Hey guys, and welcome to the daily update for the art experiment. So, today I started off with a bunch of stuff. Again, going back over my hour of warm-ups and fundamentals, doing them circles, putting those shapes going into other shapes, and shading them in and bouncing light from each of them to different locations. All the stuff you've kind of seen prior to this point. I did again. Um, and then I got straight into the anatomy practice, which is the things you're going to see now. So today it went okay. The first thing that you're seeing is, again, I like to show images that are not great. I show you guys everything. It'd be very easy for people to be like, oh, this is an image that turned out well, and that's the only one you show. But most of them are a car crash. But this one, it's not great. Arms are too short, proportions are off. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yep, that's all I can say about it. Um, this one turned out well. This led me on to now trying to figure out the booty and how the booty connects to the leg. But I think this came out pretty well. I have a small comment of not bad with an arrow pointing to the shoulder. You can see where I've gone too heavy. There's a line on the outside of the shoulder, and there's the actual line of the shoulder inside. I was kind of happy with that one particular aspect of it. It looks like a decent shoulder. Um, but yeah, it's not a terrible attempt at a female figure. I think there's improvements on it. I think the chest and stomach look well. I think the lead leg, the left leg, is the knee and the shin down to the foot is actually looking decent. Um, the arms and the head, obviously, the left arm's fine till it gets to the hand. The right arm is disastrous. You can see where I had to go in and fix it, and actually, it doesn't look bad if you take the outermost line, bottom line, where it's following the tricep. You take that away, it actually doesn't look too bad. It's maybe a bit too thin, but it's okay. And then the head is just, yeah, heads. I haven't done anything with heads. I'm still connecting things too much, like the breast is leading up to the shoulder when it shouldn't be, uh, and then the creases into the crotch area is they should be more subtle, not just a line. Um, and of course, trying to figure out how the booty connects to the left leg is far more subtle than what I've done. But yeah, it's this one didn't come out too badly. Continuing on, I did this pose where I got a little bit more scratchy with the pen. Um, this is kind of like a cool dynamic pose. It again foreshortening with the arm, and he's kind of lifting the arm up. I tried to replace the arm position. I was playing around with it, but it's got kind of a, I don't know, maybe a trippy kind of look to it. Like you're looking at him through a kaleidoscope or something. Um, and again, a fairly decent forward-facing pose, and of the representation of the skeletal frame that I use underneath. Again, I keep trying to hammer that into my head because the more I do, the better. But yeah, I think these aren't great. They're not bad. They're not terrible. And there's movement to them. There's a bit more motion. There's a bit more because again, I'm still focusing on trying to get a little bit more gesture into things as well. The next one, okay, this page was just a little bit all over the place. Another guy pointing off into the distance, bunch of arrows, simulating kind of where the lines are bending to. Apparently, it's a good idea to draw arrows along the anatomy of your drawing to see how the curvatures are, because you want like straight lines playing off curved lines. And it was just my kind of attempt at figuring out this kind of where the natural curvatures are. Again, still a very stiff pose. Although I tried having the legs more closely together. Usually I draw the legs apart, as you can see by the guy next to him. But having like an angled view with the legs close together is interesting, because it doesn't. There's more freedom to be able to draw a full leg than just partial leg, in my mind anyway. You got to be a little bit more precise with a partial leg. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but that's how I feel anyway. The next one is just more of the same. Trying a rear view. I gave myself 10 minutes to try and sketch these poses out as quickly as possible. And I think they came out well. Actually, like, the weird thing is, like, a couple of updates back, this stuff looks better than the stuff that I was actually spending time on. And I kind of just did these guys in, all 4 of these poses in 10 minutes, which there's issues with them, but I think they came out pretty decently, especially the rear view, because I'm not particularly confident with drawing anatomy from behind. The one on the bottom definitely didn't come out particularly well. It's not great. And then, of course, finishing on the final one of the day, which is I decided to design a superhero, which was my first attempt at drawing gloves and a pair of boots, and apparently a child. It's fine. It is what it is. But I can kind of understand now, by doing like the blank dummy, especially when doing it digitally, I can understand doing the blank dummy and then adding in a new layer to put the clothes over it. It does make a huge difference. Now that I understand what's underneath clothes, it helps me figure out how they would actually interact and fall on a character. Again, I've got no idea. I haven't done any real work on folds or creases or anything like that, or how fabrics act and are stretched and pulled, and then yeah, it's fine. I did this one with a pencil originally, as you can see underneath it, and then used the pen to ink over it. Inking is something that I haven't really done anything, even though I've been drawing everything predominantly in pen. I haven't been inking, and I need to start really trying to learn a little bit about that, because it really frees up your ability to draw with a pencil and then ink over it what you want. But you need to be very careful that what you're inking is actually what you want. The more I look at his shoulders are bothering me. And then finally, the final one for today was actually an image that I did yesterday, and I forgot I did it, and I wanted to show you guys it. It's a picture of my dog, and I did it with the Pentel Pocket Pen. This is Wiggles. It's not great, but it only took me 5 minutes, and I just did it while she was looking at me. Yeah, it's not great, but I think it came out. It represents. There's a little bit of her in it, and it's not too far removed from what my dog looks like. Yeah, it's fine, but yeah, like 5 minutes with the Pentel Pocket Pen was not bad, especially kind of figuring out how to draw it with very few dedicated lines and do it more from hatching. So as you can see, like, a lot of these lines are hatching in one direction, then there's counter hatching lines, and then there's the only lines that are really dedicated are the jaw, the nose, the eyes, and then the eyelashes, and the whiskers. But other than that, everything's more or less made up of just hatching. Yeah, and that's me for today, guys. Yeah, I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you have a better tomorrow, and remember to like, subscribe, and share this if you like it. Leave a comment below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, the next update. Alright, talk to you guys soon.